Dear students, welcome to history class. In last three sessions, we have discussed about salient features of Vedic culture. In that, political conditions, social conditions, and economical conditions. Today, we have to describe the religious conditions of Vedic culture. Vedic culture is also known as Sanatana Dharma and Hinduism. Is also known as Sanatana Dharma and Hinduism. It is one of the oldest religions in the world which is still practiced. These Vedic Aryans or Vedic people were worshippers of nature. They have worshipped Vayu, they have worshipped Varuna, they have worshipped Soma. They have worshipped Agni. These nature worshippers is known as polytheists. Because they have worshipped several gods, but there was no idol worship. In Vedic period, and these people, the method of these people's worship was very simple. They used many hymns to praise the God. They used many hymns or stotras to praise the God, and the simple practice of yajna and yagas was in practice. They also practice yajna and yaga in very simple manner, but in during later Vedic period, this practice of religion became very complex and rigid. The practice of religion became very complex and rigid because the number of gods increased in many fold. And gods were attributed with different shapes and qualities. The gods were attributed in different shapes and qualities. Idol worship came into existence. During early Vedic period, there was no idol worship. During later Vedic period, the idol worship came into existence. Idol worship means Murti Puja came into existence during later Vedic period, and gods were graded by people, by Vedic Aryans. The new deities like Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, Ganesha, Kartikeya, Parvati, Lakshmi, Kali, Durga, etc. came into existence. And also cow is known as Gomata. This cow is considered as sacred animal. And the slaughtering of cow prohibited. The slaughtering of cow prohibited. The procedure of worship also became complex with the use of mantras and elaborate rituals. The procedure or practice of worship became very complex because they have used many mantras, they have used elaborate rituals. The performance of yagas and yajnas, the performance of yagas and yajnas also became elaborate. Hence, the practice of Vedic religion, because of this practice of Vedic religion became very costly. It became very costly. Practices like evil worship, black magic, witchcraft came into existence. Here, when we say Vedic culture, we have to remember three things here as we studied in last session. Varnas, ashramas and purusharthas. Here, Varnas, in last session, as we discussed about Varnas means Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. Here, ashramas means Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Vanaprastha and Sannyasa. And Purusharthas are Dharma, Artha and Kama, Moksha. Dharma, in last session we have discussed the Varnas and Ashramas. Here Purusharthas means Dharma, Artha, Kama and Moksha. Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha are these Purusharthas, Varnas and Ashramas are an integral part of Vedic religion. These are the integral part of Vedic religion. The entire life of a Hindu is guided by many samskaras. Where the Vedic religion believes in birth, death and rebirth. This Vedic religion believes in birth, death and rebirth, and it also believes in transmigration of the soul. It is also believes in a transmigration of the soul. The objective of the soul regarding the Vedic culture, the objective of the soul is to reach the God, which is known as moksha, or salvation. To attain salvation, dear students, there were many paths given by our ancestors, given by our Vedic culture people. The paths to attain salvation or attain moksha are bhakti, jnana, karma and yoga. Bhakti, jnana, karma and yoga. These are the paths to attain salvation or paths to attain moksha. Moksha is the final objective of the soul, which is used by Vedic culture people. When we try to understand the Vedic culture, we have to remember many sacred books regarding Vedic culture. There are many in number like Vedas, Upanishads, Puranas, Smritis, Shrutis. In this also, two epics like Ramayana and Mahabharata, two epics of India, Ramayana and Mahabharata. These are the greatest Vedic literatures given by Vedic people, and these Ramayana and Mahabharata are given much importance than any other sacred books in Vedic culture. So, when we try to understand the education and science, regarding Vedic culture, education and science regarding Vedic culture, education was imparted in Gurukulas, Gurukulas, and also in Pathshalas, Agraharas and Khatikas. These are the institutions. Education was imparted in Gurukulas, Pathshalas, Agraharas and Khatikas during Vedic period. Temples were also places of education during Vedic period. Temples also places of education. Higher education was imparted in universities. Higher education was imparted in universities like Kanchi, Takshashila, Nalanda, Vikramshila. Many universities are there regarding the Vedic period. Education commenced with a ceremony. Education commenced with a ceremony is called as Upanayanam. Education is commenced with one ceremony is called as Upanayanam. The position of Guru was very high during the Vedic period. Both men and women received education. Gargi, Maitreyi, Shashwati, Lopamudra, etc. were important women scholars during Vedic period. Here, Vedas, Puranas, philosophy, mathematics, astronomy, astrology, medicine, logic were important subjects taught during Vedic period. Sanskrit was the medium of education during Vedic period, and Aryans or Vedic people achieved greatest progress in mathematics, geography, medicine and metallurgy. They also know the calculations like the distance between the sun and moon and earth, and sun and earth were known to them. They also had the knowledge of the occurrence of eclipse and comets. They had also achieved great progress in medicine. They have achieved great progress in medicine. Let you know about our Ayurveda. Our Ayurveda, the cure of diseases was done by the herbs, roots, leaves, oils, salts and mud. And they also followed the lunar calendar. They also followed the lunar calendar during our Vedic period. So these are the religious conditions and education and science during our Vedic period. The early Vedic period is also known as Rigvedic period. After that, during later Vedic period, many changes taken place as comparing to early Vedic period. So, dear students, these are the points we have to remember as salient features of Vedic culture. So, today we have discussed about religious conditions of Vedic culture and education and science regarding Vedic culture. So, with this, I will finish my session today. Thank you one and all.